Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and let's get ready for EJ Boxing Live.
To this day. Yo, what's going on, people, man? EJ Boxing Live, and I'm back. I was going to flame up Tyson Fury. I might as well flame him up anyway. But in the meantime, that's when I was just about to flame up Tyson Fury. Look who here drops the bomb. Been announced. That's now. With an hour, and it's just breaking news all over the internet. Fighting news, man. Shall I say, man? Fighting announcement. Manny Pacquiao and unified welterweight champion Errol Spence Jr. are set to fight on August the 21st in Las Vegas. Pacquiao versus Spence. Imagine that, eh? That one come out the blue. That one came out the blue, man. I wasn't expecting that right there. Nope. That is surprising. With all this storm going on, we got a real. And you know what I'm thinking about? I think Manny Pacquiao is going to fight Spence. You know, Spence come off the car crash. You know, circumstances why Manny Pacquiao fights certain people. You know, he fought Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman, you know, he didn't look too good against Jose Lopez. And, you know, Freddie Roach and them guys are looking at Keith Thurman. He don't look that strong. He don't look that physically dominating as he used to be. If anything, he looks to box. And I think, boy, they're looking at, Pacquiao, maybe have to boss him, you know. If he can jump on Spence, he should be able to boss him, you know. So I think they're looking at it as a gamble. And, you know, they're gonna take a gamble. What's Louis Collazo saying? I hope Al Heyman puts me on the undercard. Okay. Yeah, me too, Louis. I'm just reading some of the thing. I ain't talked to Louis Collazo for a minute, bro. I'm to Louis Collazo. See, I wonder who Louis Collazo can fight. Louis Collazo, you know, remember he had a good fight with Ricky Hatton back in the days. You know what I'm saying? Louis Collazo. Louis. Let me say Louis. Yeah, let's do it like that. What else we got in there? They got people in the chat. Some people are happy. I think it's good. I think it's a good fight for boxing. Spence get another chance to one step to, you know, how many belts Spence got? He's got WBC, IBF, and this is for the WBO. Pacquiao got the WBO. He still got that belt? Was that belt been vacated? Let me have a look at that. Manny Pacquiao. Oh man, I was gonna roast Tyson Fury. I was gonna roast him, you know. I'm not really good at roasting, you know. Not really good at sitting there roasting people these days, man. I used to be on it back days, but I ain't got the motivation. You know what I mean? What's been said? What am I gonna say? It's been said before. Might as well talk about a real fight. And you know, the fight fans, that's what it's about, man. Sit there and mocking people. Because in the day, anyone sit there mocking people, you make an ass of yourself sometime, you know? Because it's like, oh yeah, when things go wrong the upper way, like, you know, something happened to Tyson Fury, goes, oh man, people come around, but that's you know, negativity breeds negativity. Just might as well talk about this fight here. Let me have a look at Manny Pacquiao. Has he got a WBO? Interim WBA. Oh yeah, obviously, Thingy's got the belt. He had the because Keith Thurman had he was the WBA champion. I wonder if he still got that belt. Yeah, the fight's on Box Rec already, just been put up. The last time Manny Pacquiao had the WBA belt. Have a look who's still got it. WBA Super Championship. So that belt might be on the line. That's a unification right there. Unless someone else has been fighting for it. Oh, let me see. Yep. Yes, sir. The belt's legit, man. Yeah, that belt is legit. Funny enough, Zab Judah had that belt for a while after Corey Spinks, and that belt was inactive. But that's why the super belt wasn't active for a couple of years, and then Mosley and Margarito fought for it. Mayweather and Marcus Madonna, Mayweather, Andre Berto, Keith Thurman, Danny Garcia, Keith Thurman, Jose Lopez, Keith Thurman, Manny Pacquiao. So, yep. I think that belt. Yeah, Yeah, and they got it when it first came out as Ricardo Mayorga versus Vernon Forrest, the first and the second one. They actually that belt's been around for what? It come out 2003. So, and funny enough, I've seen most of them fights. I haven't seen Zab Judah versus Cosme Rivera. I might have said, I probably did. But yeah, so that belt might be on the line in there. So that's a unification belt. That there you go. When did Manny Pacquiao get that belt then? WBA belt. Oh yeah, he got it when he beat Lucas Matisse. Manny Pacquiao's got a really good he's got a very good resume, you know. From I'm looking if I go down the list, he's got the who's who, man. He's been fighting pure names, isn't he? All the way from let me see. From Marco Antonio Barrera to Juan Manuel Marquez, Eric Morales. These are names I do know. Morales numerous time, Barreras numerous time, Marquez numerous time, David Diaz, Oscar De La Hoya, Ricky Hatton, Miguel Cotto, Joshua Cotti, Antonio Margarito, Shea Mosley, Juan Marquez again, Tim Bradley a couple of times, Floyd Mayweather, Chris Algieri, Jesse Vargas, Jeff Horn. Jeff Horn ain't done nothing really. Got that fight, Australia, 1 points, unanimous points. You know, I can see Pacquiao. Why not watch it now back again? It seemed like Pacquiao might have clipped that, but you know, doesn't matter. Lucas Matisse, Adrian Broner. These boy, Tim Bradley, Lucas Matisse, Adrian Broner, they all like guys at 140. Keith Thurman was big, undefeated. But these are all big names, and now he's got Errol Spence off a car crash. Yeah, bro. Let's look at Errol Spence. Manny Pacquiao's got pure names, man. First ballot Hall of Famer, bro. It's just got names upon names upon names. He used to fight in a high caliber. Now let's look at Errol Spence. When he started the kickoff, what was it? Chris Van Herden, might as well go there. Philip Oreco, Leonard Bundu, Kell Brook. Yeah, but he lost before against Triple G, but that was a good fight. And he went to take that fight in another man's country. Lamont Peterson, Mikey Garcia, Sean Porter, these are tough fighters. Danny Garcia, but he ain't got nothing because this Pacquiao is his biggest fight, man. Pacquiao coming into this fight. Spence, what, 31? So yeah, he's getting a move on. Keith Thurman wanted, I think he wanted this fight, innit? Terrence Bud Crawford wanted this fight, so he's been done out of this fight. What was Manny Pacquiao? Where Manny Pacquiao? Manny Pacquiao, 42. 42, man. So he's getting on, bruv. But he's still, yeah, they got doping. Voluntary anti-doping association. They're going to be involved in this shit. Shiznick. So he ain't going to get away what he got with Keith Thurman, where there was no, where I heard there was no drug testing. Dan the Man? Who's that? Oh, Paul Crawford. What's up, boxing and bats? Dan the Man. Pacquiao was stripped of the WBA. He was stripped? Okay. I'll take your word for it, man. Ugasak was awarded the belt. Oh, okay. He didn't want to fight him. Bob Byron was too busy trying to fix, Tiafimo, Persby, a bitch, and running along on Eddie Hearn, hearing AJ. He forgot to make the fight. Yo, you guys are funny. I dropped the link in it. Let me drop the link in there. Dan the Man. Ian Kong. Yo, jump in. Boxing and bats, man. Let me drop the links. Actually, I dropped the links already, actually. Drop the links already. Dan, you got the links. I think you got the links already. I love Manny Pacquiao, but too late. You think it's too late for him? You think it's too late in the thing? Yeah, maybe it might be, man. Manny Pacquiao might be long in the tooth a bit, isn't it? Might be long in the tooth. Manny Pacquiao, boy. Imagine that. Imagine that, man. This fight came out of the blue. It's turned out to be a good year. So it's turned out to be a good year. Las Vegas is popping. Texas, Las Vegas. I'm surprised they didn't have it in Texas, in that stadium. But, that would have been good for Errol Spence if they had to fight in Texas. But after Dallas, Texas, and the Billy Joe Saunders down there, man, they probably won't no fights down there after Billy Joe Saunders attacking the security. You know what I'm saying? They probably want to let Vegas take this one down here. Let Vegas make some money, and they got the gamblers, man. It's more life. Thinking about Vegas, yeah. Reason why people go Vegas, if you don't know, it's the nightlife, isn't it? They probably want to Vegas. It's the nightlife. You know, the nightlife in Vegas is really good. I forgot to change that. You know, actually, let me change some of the things. Just boxing, man. Boxing. I'll just sit there and you just sit there and there's breaking news every second of the day. You just sit there, you just be amazed, man. Now, how is this going to translate into a good fight? Got two southpaws. Well, Manny Pacquiao is aggressive. I can tell you that. He's going to be pushing for the fight. Spence is just going to be trying to box and trying to come off angles, man. Man, look, if I'm Spence, yeah, this is the fight of the century, man. You going to go in there and knock Pacquiao out, bruv. Make a statement. Make a statement. You know, we've been talking about having this fight for the longest. You got to make a statement. Can't jump in now. I'm not available now. I'll be available. I don't know. Okay, then. Right? You got to make a statement, man, against Pacquiao, boy. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, everyone's going to be... Ooh, this is where I drop the link out there. We got some strange. I like how it must go. No, you talking about, bro? Okay. Look, all I'm saying is this, yeah. Pacquiao is going to be pushing it. If I was Spence, you need to make it. And if I'm Manny Pacquiao, I'm going for the knockout. Spence ain't the same no more. He could clearly see he ain't the same dude no more, man. And the Manny Pacquiao knows this as well. You know what I mean? Even when I watched these last fights, like, yo, this ain't the same Errol Spence. He ain't aggressive no more. Yeah, in fact, he hasn't been aggressive for the longest, bro. I mean, he hasn't been aggressive since he fought, what's his name? Mikey Garcia. But his resume is thin, man, compared to Pacquiao. But Pacquiao be beating up a 140 pounders, man. This is Errol Spence. He's solid at 140, but he's fragile. You know what I mean? He's fragile. Ugh. Pacquiao turned up because he knows you look broken down, my man. That's the truth of the matter, in my opinion. That's the truth of the matter, man. Was it Tim Smith, the vice president of communication for the Premier Boxing Championship, told Read the Ring in the email, we don't have anything offered on that. Stay tuned, yeah. The fight would be the Philippine legend, first since July. What's he talking about? Let me hear this.
Yeah, tell Manny Pacquiao come back over here. Manny, come on over here, Manny.
Manny, you're being requested here, center of the ring.
He been here before. He broke records here before. He's a legend of the sport, and it'd be my honor to fight him next.
Is that the fight you want next, Manny?
Yeah, why not? I mean, we'll get the fans a good fight.
Would you want to do it right here at AT&T Stadium? I saw Mr. Jones. I don't know where he went. I'm sure he would have no qualms about doing that.
Well, I'm so happy to be here in Dallas, and I'm hoping that I will be back here soon.
Right, well, I know a man who...
Well, that's when he called him out. And boy, you know, be careful what you ask for. It might just come true. And it's happening. The announcement is going to be happening, boy. For real, man. I mean, that's caught me left field. I'm telling you, bro. What's up, Mr. Doc? Yeah, nah, man. I think Manny's going to make a run for it. Man. I can see Manny beating Spence, man. Manny beating him, you know. Spence, he ain't the same dude no more, man. He ain't that dude no more, man. He just, you know, he just fragile. He don't fight in the manner of how he was coming across. Yeah, the truth. Like, he was blazing cats out ever since he stepped up. He'd be like, boy, you know, he getting the distance and that, outpointing guys in fights that I think him, you know what I mean? It's just like he winning them every single round, but that's not the man I thought he was gonna blow guys out. And I don't see that. You know, I don't see him blowing guys out, man. Manny Pacquiao is in the fight. He bring it. You look what he brought to Keith Thurman. He jumped on his ass, man. You know, and that's a memorable fight. I remember people like Keith Thurman. he old. You know what I'm saying? Like people when they get in there, Adrian Broner, he's like, whoa, hits hard, durable, conditioned well, and he's a problem. He's a problem. And Errol Spence gonna find out a hard fight. He might have to fight of his life to keep stop Manny from putting his foot up his ass, bro. I can tell you that right now. I still see Spence losing this fight here, and Pacquiao going off into the sunset. And people are like, look who he beat, man. He beat 2 guys. And what about Floyd? Floyd's fighting a YouTuber. Yo, but it's funny. This is the funny thing about it. Floyd beat Manny Pacquiao. He beat Canelo Alvarez. So what does he need to achieve? And it just shows you if Floyd was to fight Keith Thurman and fight Errol Spence, it showed he beat. I'm telling it right now. What's up, Kyle? I didn't even see you in there. Yeah, I'm shocked Manny Pacquiao took the fight. Nah, man, he took the fight because he know you could see it coming, right? Manny Pacquiao, he gonna put his foot up Errol Spence's ass. I'm telling you, bro. Manny Pacquiao going to win the fight because Spence is not the same. His timing is everything. He crossed the line on the PVC. They finally got the fight over, and they, a package that Manny Pacquiao feels satisfied about. Errol Spence has time to heal his face, but I don't think it's long enough time, man, my friend. I don't think it's long enough, I think, in my opinion, Pacquiao has picked the right timing. Boxing's all about timing to whoop Spence. If Spence never had that car crash, Manny Pacquiao, in my opinion, is not fighting him. I don't think so. I don't think he's fighting him. But he's fighting him because of circumstances. And I'm happy for that. But I think, the circumstances might be that Manny Pacquiao could get people think, oh, no, he's young. That car can't take away that car crash, man. No, sir. No, sir. That car crash don't happen. Manny Pacquiao stalling. Pacquiao, Freddie Roach looking at it, he's like, yo, he ain't the same no more. He looks the same, but for whatever reason, his body, he ain't so dynamic no more, man. The truth, yeah, he gave the truth. Mayweather when he was hungry, but now you're at the top of the tree, son. It was okay when he was coming up and he was calling out, Keith Thurman and all that. But you've been called out by Bud Crawford and you don't want, you need to go get a belt. Didn't he say that? He said you need to go get a belt. No, okay. Terrence, okay, I'm gonna move up. I'm gonna get a belt. I'm undisputed at 140. I'm gonna come up in your division. I'm gonna beat the man who beat Pacquiao and Jeff Horn. I'm gonna beat Kell Brook, the man that you beat, and like the man you beat. I'm gonna beat him rounds earlier than you. So now what's up? Well, I'm gonna fight Manny Pacquiao. Okay, you gonna fight Manny Pacquiao? That's my food. Bud must be fuming out here, bro. Bud must be fuming. If I was Bud, I'm looking across the street quick. But I don't know if Errol Spence will fight you, though. If the WBA belt's not on the line, then that means they fighting for Keith Thurman's. They're fighting for Errol Spence's belts. He's 2 belts, WBC and IBF. But you can't even tally it. Manny Pacquiao resume, he's been fighting 140-pounders, man. They got the drug testing in place. And they got your ass this time, Manny. So you ain't gonna be coming in with your super shakes, super drinks. So, but I think Manny Pacquiao gonna win the fight. That's how I think it. That's how I see it, man. That's how I see it. That's the way I think it's gonna be. Spence, you know what I'm saying? You guys can still comment. Who do you think is gonna win the fight? Guys in the chat. In the chat, who you think is gonna win the fight? Who do you think is going to win the fight? Who do you like in this fight? I think this fight is just going to be a tale of can Errol. This is going to be a tale of can Spence stay away? Can Spence keep Manny Pacquiao off his face? And Manny Pacquiao is going to be chasing Errol Spence. He's going to look at it like, bro, this guy can't hurt me, man. He can't hurt me. He don't hit that hard. You know why I know that? Because Manny sparred. He's been sparring years. He sparred for years. He sparred Sean Porter. He knows what Sean Porter's strengths are. They used to bring him a sparring partner. Manny knows what he is. Porter used to give him good work. Rugged Sean Porter. And, Spence struggled with him, a close fight. So Pacquiao's like, well, you did, you sparred this kid for years. And, Mikey Garcia, he's little. Spence, they're looking at that. Yeah, they're names, but they ain't big names and stuff, like, So I'm thinking Pacquiao's people like, man, he ain't, I don't think he's the truth, man. I don't think they think he's the truth, man. That's what I think. This is a fight to see if Spence is that guy, bro. You know, and it's to see if Manny Pacquiao is the true valid Hall of Famer. And now they don't, and ain't no one gonna give no excuses when this fight go down. Now he had a car crash and shit, but that's the truth of the matter. That's the truth of the matter. And it's the same thing with Keith Thurman. Yeah, he got rotator cuff arm. He was talking mad smack, but he had a fight with Jose Lopez, didn't look that good. And Manny said, "Yup, we gonna take that fight." He ain't the same no more. And Keith Thurman took that ass whooping, bro. And Errol Spence talking that cash money ish. Yeah, we want Manny Pacquiao. I'm gonna play the joint again, man. We talking like Danny Garcia ain't good, yeah, ain't good. Danny Garcia's slow, man. It was a good acid test. You think so? For you spelled his name wrong, but that's cool. He's a problem, Gus, man. Danny, man. These guys, look, man. At best, he's number 140-pounder, ain't it? At best, buddy. Play that joint again. They know what it is, man. Everyone know what this is, man. You know what I'm saying? Everyone know what this is here, right here. This is a choice picked fight for Pacquiao to whoop. This is a fight that Pacquiao can do, man. The kid looked too dangerous. Now since the car crash, he's vulnerable. Pacquiao feel like he gonna walk right through him.
Yeah, tell Manny Pacquiao come back over here. Manny!
Yeah, you go, Manny. You gonna make a mega fight. You know what, for Fox and thing, it's gonna bring up a lot of styles. The undefeated kid, Spence is supposed to win. I think Spence is just gonna try and outbox Manny Pacquiao. But I think for TV, pay-per-view, you gotta put your foot, man. I think you're gonna try and stop him. I don't see how he does though. He's got good body shots. The southpaw style is gonna think. Manny Pacquiao's got that jumping in and out style. He's solid. I don't see how Spence is gonna be able to defend the Manny Pacquiao offense, man. He got fast hands, man. He got fast hands. And Spence is wide as well. He throws like a couple of wide shots. I think Spence is gonna have Manny Pacquiao walk into the shots. I tell you what, you'll know when the first bell rings, yeah. If Spencer's got the power, which he's got all right power, he's got okay power. He ain't got concussive, devastating powers at the elite level to me. Because if he did, he would have stopped Sean Porter, right? In my opinion, shit. Pacquiao's looking at this thing. It's like, yo, I'm gonna school this young pup here. And then, if I beat him, then people are gonna say, well, he beat him, 2 undefeated guys. He must be better than Floyd Mayweather. But Floyd Mayweather beat Pacquiao. He beat Pacquiao and he beat Canelo. Oh, he was young. Well, when you're young, you're usually better in boxing than when you're older, innit? I don't know, that's what I heard. That's what I know in boxing. No, he's young and experienced. Hell no, you ain't young. Bruh, being young in boxing is the best thing in boxing. What you talking about? So you trying to say you old? Oh, well, you got more experience. How that work, man? You're more devastating when you're young. Stop talking rubbish, man. Y'all people, stop talking rubbish. Don't be telling rubbish in your ear. That's what the sports writers be telling you. When you're fighting around 20-something, you're probably more dangerous than when you're in your late 30s. Your body starts breaking down. Stop talking rubbish. Yeah, the whole thing, what makes you experience is the sparring and your trainers, and as long as you listen to them, you should be able to whip some ass. But as you get older, everything slows down. You ain't so good no more. So don't tell me nothing about the kid was young. I don't want to hear that shit. I want to hear that rubbish right there. Don't be telling me peddling that rubbish right here. We're talking that stuff right here. Let me take a look. He got 27 fights with 21 knockouts. And let me tell you why the knockout percentage started to go down, right? Because he stepped up in class. I remember the Leonard Bundu fight. I thought Bundu would go the distance. He surprised me and whooped Bundu, right? That was a good knockout, right? He knocked out, and then he knocked out Chris Algieri. So I'm looking at this kid. I'm like, I ain't giving him no props when he beat Algieri, because Algieri's 140. Then he beat Bundu, who was formerly 140. These guys are coming up to welterweight, right? Now he beat Kell Brook after the Triple G. I knew that going to happen because Kell Brook weren't the same. Again, Lamont Peterson, he won 40 as well. What about Mikey Garcia? He's formerly what? What was he? Super Feather 140. See what I'm trying to say? Like, these are all little guys, apart from Kell Brook. Kell Brook's a solid welterweight. And that was a good fight, to be fair. That's probably his hardest fight to date, to be true. It was his hardest fight, right? Mikey, I don't know how he was fighting Mikey, bro. He should have put his foot all the way up in Mikey Garcia. But when he got in that fight, he was moving. I was surprised, man. I was disappointed. And this is where the knockout stopped. You know what I mean? This is where the knockout stopped. When he went against Mikey, he should have stopped Mikey Garcia. And I was expecting that shit. And I was. Sorry for swearing. I was expecting that stuff. And Sean Porter should have stopped him as well, Danny Garcia. So he ain't stopping the guys at the highest level. Sean Porter, yeah, he fought 140. He's a solid 147, 47 pounder, welterweight. He's solid. And that, split decision. You see, he's a solid welterweight, and he went decision. Danny Garcia, welterweight, but kind of like 140 each. See, went the decision. So against the elite, and these guys are the elite. They're not the Floyd Mayweather, but these are the elite in their prime. Danny Garcia, Sean Porter, Mikey Garcia. They're all in their prime, right? That's what happened. Yeah, they all went distance. Now you going against Manny Pacquiao. So why I ain't expecting him to beat Manny Pacquiao by a knockout is that's my point. No, sir. I don't know. What we got here? He's walking him down. Who's walking who down? Nah. Who's walking who down, buddy? Greetings to my people. What's up, man? He did? He dropped him. Who did he drop? Oh, Sean Porter? My man, I might miss that one, innit? He didn't stop him, though. LDP will be bankrupt if he loses. Man, LDP, nah, man. I'm not going to be bankrupt, man. Stop that. Ain't no one Tony Yoko. Ain't no one going to be bankrupt. Only bankrupt is people betting on the fight. Mayweather probably told Manny, you wanted a rematch, bet Spence. Man, Manny, Floyd gonna fight the YouTuber and get embarrassed. These guys are still fighting each other. I guess Floyd left the game. Floyd left the game like Michael Jordan left when he won his 6th championship. How about that, Apples? Going out, beating the best. He got Manny Pacquiao win and he got Canelo Alvarez win. they consider the best, right? Floyd don't need to fight no one else, man. You let it, when you beat the best, you just sit there and let your interest grow. You ever think about that? When you got IC account or you got one of them accounts where your interest just grows. That's what this is about. Floyd's interest is growing. Keith Thurman, if Errol Spence beats Manny Pacquiao and knocks him out, then people are going to demand that Errol Spence face Floyd Mayweather, but that fight never going to happen. For boxing's sake, the young man's supposed to win. He's supposed to, but I can tell you right now, this is a fight where Manny Pacquiao is going to look good. He's going to be more explosive. This is a fight that he can look good at. All he's got to do is follow what Freddie said. He believes what Freddie was. They work together. Can Spence box? He's going to be looking to box Manny Pacquiao. I'm going to box him and win a decision. He's coming in with that mentality. That he ain't coming in with the mentality, I'm going to go to stop him. He's just happy he got the fight. You know what I mean? Like, you got Manny Pacquiao, you should be like, yo, I'm going to stop this little dude right here. But, you come into that mentality, as soon as he hits you, like, oh, shit, he hits hard, though. Yeah, he hits hard. Manny can crack. Yo, Shea Mosley and Oscar De La Hoya and Miguel Cotto. And Mayweather himself will tell you that, Manny, he can hit. You better keep him on the outside now. That's what Floyd did. Floyd just controlled Manny, just controlled him with the jab, just kept the distance. Anytime he came, he tied it up. He just fought a smart fight. What Floyd was going to, man. At the end of the day, the bottom line and the bottom line is in boxing is the results, and the results are winning, and that you move on. So I don't see Spence taking no chances. Unlike Manny Pacquiao, he's gonna be coming in, bro, because that's how Manny fights. Manny needs to get in mid range so he can let his hands go, and he will definitely let his hands go. He ain't gonna be throwing one punch. He's gonna be throwing a cluster. The southpaw style will be awkward, but it will be awkward for the two of them, but. And not much I can say about this for further on. I'm gonna be like, EJ, what you talking about? Furman gonna whoop his ass. And he old. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, exactly. Haplotype. See, Haplotype's got it right. Man, he gonna win the fight, man. It depends. I just see Spence is just looking like real lethargic these days, man. That's the truth. That's the truth. That's the way I see it. He don't look the same no more. No, sir. He ain't the same fighting no more. And the Pacquiao team know it. They know it. I know it. What's he say again? You're looking for payday. Payday. Payday, you looking for payday? I know. Canelo Alvarez, he was talking to Bubo Andrade. Yes. I know. He goes, yeah, respect you. I look up to you. Yes, I know. He goes, yeah, I'll win when we gonna do it. Well, you looking payday? You looking payday? Yes, I know. At that point, you should have laughed. Yo, Boo Boo should have just laughed and said, you right. You know, correct, Matt, correct. You know, don't worry about it. And it's bailed out, bro. But, you know, he had to carry on. When we going to fight? Oh, you being disrespectful. Well, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Man, you ain't going to do this, Boo Boo. And, man, and everything he's saying is right. You ain't fought nobody. When I heard that joint right there, shh, what's the point, man? I'd have walked out myself. And, you know, he was just playing you. Eddie Hearn set that whole thing up. Do you know that? He told him, look, Eddie Hearn said, look, we're going to try and sell the Bubo Andrade fight. Do you mind? He goes, no, I don't mind. He goes, look, he's going to come up to you and say, offer your fight. And then he goes, this is what you need to say. Let's say, go, what am I going to say? I'm going to speak English. They set that whole thing up because, man, you know, they got the interpreters. And why didn't they have the interpreters? How come he knew exactly that my man was rolling up? See, no one ever thought about that. And he making it look good. And everyone's like, oh, man, this guy's begging. And now you make it harder. He made it harder to even get that fight. No, and no one even, there's no demand for Bubo Andrade versus Thingy, bro. Ain't no demand for that fight, which is a shame, you know. Canelo just clowned him. Canelo can fight who he wants. Ain't no one demanding to see no Bubo Andrade versus Canelo Alvarez. But I'll tell you a fight I'm looking for. Shit, I won't mind seeing. Super fight. Manny Pacquiao versus Canelo Alvarez. What about them? What about them apples? Hell yeah. That's what I'd love to see. Winner fights Floyd, right? The winner of Floyd and the YouTuber. You know what I'm saying? So they should have it like, that's the fight I want to see. Fight for all the marbles, innit? Manny Pacquiao versus Canelo Alvarez. But Canelo can't come down no weights no more. So they'll die. Unless Manny gonna go back up to 154, which is probably they have to fight at a catch weight. Who's going to be able to give up? But who would give up some stock in that fight? That's the fight I'd love to see. But anyway, let's talk about the fight in front. Just don't believe it, yeah? The WBA stripped Pacquiao for no reason. Maybe he wasn't doing nothing with the belt. They want to make some money. My bet is Spence. Usyk still. No one care about that Usyk fight. No one care about that fight right there. He's the regular champion. This is the super champion. That's what this is about. So I think that this might be super champion in reaches. Ain't no one care about no Usyk. I've been saying for Pacquiao Alvarez for years. Yeah, me too. Yeah, Alvarez. Yeah, exactly. Smaller. Exactly. That fight is a fight. But you see that no one wants to give up nothing in that fight. No one wants to give up anything. All right, let's talk briefly on my man, Mr. Sniffalong. Mr. Sniffalong. Actually, no, yeah. Actually, should we talk that fight? Let's talk this one. Let's talk this one real quick. Canelo Alvarez. Now look at this, right? Canelo Alvarez for me is 100%, yeah. What weight the super middleweight division hasn't been around for that long. But I pointed out the other day on my list that in the top 10 super middleweight champions, Canelo fits in there right now. I'll be honest with you. If he fought Andre Ward, and people say Andre Ward in his prime against Canelo Alvarez, I think he'd be a good fight. People say, Andre Ward, they'd have Andre Ward the favorite, but I wouldn't have it. I don't think he'd have it all his way. I don't think so. And another thing as well, I think Canelo Alvarez could hurt Andre Ward bad. You know what I mean? Carl Froch, same thing. Canelo could give them hard fights, man. Yeah, they're gonna outbox him, but what you understand is Canelo move his head, man. You ain't gonna just sit there and let you jab off your head now. That ain't gonna happen. That's no, sir. That ain't gonna happen. Holtzman gets a rematch clause, yeah. Oh yeah, maybe he will be. Yeah, maybe he will be. Kazaki's too fast for Canelo. Too fast? Yeah, he might be the early round. Yeah, they going listen. Canelo gonna be the underdog in a lot of the fights, right? What's up, man? What's up, bro? Long time. Canelo's gonna be underdog in most of the majority fights in super middleweight. But I'm telling you, bro, he ain't out of his league. He's not out of his league. He's not out of his league. With the way he hits, the way he moves his head, he's gonna be in the fight with Andre Ward. He'd be in a fight. Andre would be in a fight for real. You know, I know Ward be trying to bully him and push him back, but Canelo's gonna be right there putting bombs on him, putting bombs, dropping bombs, moving his head. Not that, you know what I'm saying. So I think that would be a decent fight, and already Canelo is in the top 10 of the super middleweight champions of all time, in my opinion. And I think he'll give Andre Ward a cracking fight. So we have to see Andre going forward. You know, Caleb Plant. I don't see how he beats Canelo Alvarez. So Canelo Alvarez is going to be the first undisputed super middleweight champion when that fight gets done. And now, when the winner of Caleb Plant, the winner of Manny Pacquiao Furman should fight. This is going to be great for boxing. This is what boxing needs. A box off. You know what I mean? A box off between two of the greats and the elite, boy. The world awaits. Manny Pacquiao versus Canelo Soul Alvarez. For all the Canelo's gonna take y'all gonna beat the little guy. Yo, he gonna be shocked. I'll give Manny I tell you what, Canelo Alvarez, Manny Pacquiao. I'm taking Manny Pacquiao for real. I gotta take Manny Pacquiao. I'll take Manny Pacquiao in that fight. Canelo ain't gonna find Pacquiao he ain't gonna find Pacquiao. Pacquiao gonna be too fast for him. So I think Pacquiao would win that fight. Okay. Mr. Tyson Fury, you got the center stage tonight. To this date. Where's my music?
Take a moment if you know the words.
It's Tyson Fury's voice. Rusty, crusty voice right there. If you know the words. Eh? To this date. Yeah, oh, Wilder, to this day, but Wilder the crazy, bro. To this day. Deontay Wilder to this day, people. So now listen to this, right? My man, you're front and center stage, and I was gonna cook your ass in the subtitles and everything, but of the subject, the subject matter is breaking news, and I couldn't, not talk about Errol Spence and Manny Pacquiao. But you, my friend, are front and center. But look at these smiles between Bob Arum and Frank Warren and Tyson Fury. They effed up Eddie Hearn something different. They did. They did. Yes, sir. They effed him up, man. They messed up Eddie Hearn's spotless record. Eddie Hearn has been known for delivering fights, organizing fights, making fights, and he's never been embarrassed. I think the first time he nearly got embarrassed, right, is when Chris Eubank Jr. was supposed to fight Triple G in London, and that fight was nearly made, right? And then Eubank's dad made all these outrageous demands about what he wanted this and wanted that, and he outpriced himself. They put Kell Brook in it. And, Eddie Hearn served up his welterweight to Triple G because everyone in America was there. And you saw what happened to Kell Brook. Kell Brook, who usually can't fight at 154 and everything like that, he got his ass whipped, right? That was the first time Eddie Hearn and his dad told him, look, Eubanks, forget about them. Put someone else in there. And he served up his welterweight. And then Kell Brook's career was never the same. Not really. Because then after that, he lost against Errol Spence, you know what I mean? And I think that if he didn't fight, didn't fight Triple G, Kell Brook would have had a decent fight against Errol Spence because he was in the fight, but because of that damage to the eye, from the Triple G fight that he took, even though it was his biggest, it was a big payday. You won payday. Yeah, I know. Kell Brook was never the same. Humpty Dumpty broke. Now, Eddie Hearn was embarrassed in that. But this Tyson Fury one, this one here, they completely took him to school. Bob Arum and Frank Warren, they messed him up, man. They messed up his spotless record. They messed up his hair, Fast Car's hair. Fast Car, you don't like mess up Eddie Hearn's hair. They messed him up, man. They made him do things, right, and say things. And he thought, Eddie Hearn in his mind, thought that, that fight's going to happen. And then it just, is embarrassment. And they knew it. If they knew about the arbitration, Eddie knew about the arbitration, but he was led to believe the arbitration wasn't going to be a big factor. But this is a bigger thing. They're all trying to block Deontay Wilder from getting his belt back. Right? Because when Eddie Hearn was there he was messing around Deontay Wilder for a year. And that's the truth. I don't hear no bullshit. Yeah, he did. He messed him around for a year, right? Okay, Errol Spence versus Pacquiao is going to be a great fight. Errol Spence is going to beat him. Nah, I'm putting him in retirement. Hell no, I don't think so, man. I mean, Pacquiao going to beat Errol Spence. Bob was, pissed. Yeah, so that's what happened. So another thing as well, Eddie Hearn was getting too big for his boots, and they had to cool him down. Tell you how. In the Teofimo Lopez fight coming up, which went to purse bid, Eddie put a bid in for the zone. And I remember that time, what's his name? Bob Arum said, "Stay out of my business. Eddie, you're getting too big for your boots. You need to stay out of my business." And he's like, "Whatever, Bob." Go, "This is Eddie Hearn. It's a fast car. Yeah, we're new, we're young, we're fresh. We're taking over boxing. That's what we're doing. So you're gonna have to take it and lump it, mate. So Bob and your old self, you need to go about, you and Frank Warren, you need to go, if we can go in old people's home. That's what you need to do." Now, you know, Eddie's cocky like that. Bob's like, "Okay, kid, we're going to have to teach you a lesson. We're going to teach you this. We're going to drag you down there like a dirty rat. We're going to give you a fight, bait you out like a rat, and then we're going to we're going to starve you, kid. We're going to take up your time." And that Eddie Hearn's probably been done for exhaustion, going down to Saudi on the plane, jet lag, all kinds of bloody insects biting him in Saudi just to try to make that fight. And look what happened to you. I mean, look what happened to you. Now let's get into this joint right here. The world can see you for the fraud you are. Yeah, you let you let the boxing down. Yeah, you lied to the fans. You led them on. Use my name for clout, not for the fight. Yeah, we bring it. What's it? Man, I gotta take rid of the title. 1 second, get rid of the title. Okay, so oh yeah. Bring me my championship fight who can handle, bring me a championship fighter who can handle their business correctly. Well, man, listen, bruh. Well, Wilder was there, Sonny Jim. Wilder was there, and your man's Eddie Hearn blocked that fight. I don't want to hear what anyone wants to say. Your man's Eddie Hearn blocked that fight. That's what he did. Your man's Eddie Hearn blocked the fight. How about them? How about them apples? That's why Eddie's sick. Because he tried to mess over Wilder and you end up going in with snake. So you jump from the fire into a bed of snakes, Frank Warren and Bob Arum. They done him. Listen, the amount of money that he spent on them flights and the phone calls, yeah, and he couldn't deliver the fight of the century, so be. I mean, bruv, he don't even know what's gone wrong. I mean, he's made Eddie a very insecure, and I'll bet the whole of his hair ain't turned grey yet already. Telling you, let's move on. Let's move on to the next tweet. Annie Joshua, yeah, you're more. What's it? You're more full of shite, you know, than Eddie Hearn. You know, see, the thing is, when he says shit, there, it's not. That's not Tyson. He says shite. That's what he used. That's the word he would. You're more full of shite than Eddie Hearn. So I already know how he speaks. Yeah, from Manchester, that's how they speak. Than Eddie Hearn. Yeah, yes. What's he called? Sponging. What's it called again? Support is absolutely shite. Spouting absolutely shite. See, exactly. See, spouting absolutely shite. Your full team knew there was arbitration. Yeah, they did know the arbitration. That's true. And maybe Joshua wasn't aware of this point. Yeah, going on. What's this here? Oh gosh, shit. What's going on? It was out of my hands. Out of my hands. Listen, listen, Fury. Let's stop right there. What's that, bruv? The day before you said you talked to Prince Khalid. Where's I need to bring the picture of the robes when you got the robes of Saudi Arabia, the Prince of Saudi Arabia, right? The day before this arbitration, yeah, the fight's been made. I talked to Prince Khalid and the fight's happening. But why did you do that? Why did you say that stuff, right? The day before, you look like a right tosser, mate. Say that right now. It was out of my hands. Nothing's out of your hands. You knew about the arbitration as well. Yeah, but I tell you, yeah, what if I'm a fraud, yeah? I'm telling you, yeah, what if I'm a fraud? Let's fight, yeah, this weekend. Man, shut up, man. You're an idiot. Fight for what? Fight for what, man? You should have fought a long time ago, man. I'm not going to do details online, yeah. I'll slap you, yeah. I will slap you about you, yeah. You will be what's it? Dosser. You're Dosser. Please come and try, you bum. Yeah, I'm waiting, yeah. Femi, aka Bottle Job, yeah, 24/7, 365, yeah. Ready, smoke Wilder first, then let's see. He already knew he was fighting Wilder. I'll smoke Wilder first, then I'll get you as well. I mean, come on, bruv. Like, how are you gonna do any shit? They knew they were gonna fight Wilder, and Bob Arum's already got the date. You see Bob Arum in the press conference with Josh Taylor. You look how peaceful he looks. Like he slept in his bed. He looked like he slept in his tweed bed. He ain't slept in his tweed bed for years. He looked so serene because he know that I gotcha. I got the kid. We messed up Eddie Hearn. Frank was, we did it. We did him, Bob. We did him. We sorted him out. That teach him a lesson. Do you know how much money he must have spent getting down there? I was trying to get money out of him the day before, but he was lucky. Because Frank was asking for money the day. After Billy Joe Saunders fight, Frank was on the blower asking, where's the money? Where's the money for the contract? That we ain't seen no money yet. Luckily, Eddie didn't send no money over. I mean, how would Frank, that would have looked? They would have robbed Eddie Hearn as well. Bloody hell! I mean, this is outrageous. Yeah, if there was an arbitration going on, why announce the fight? Yeah, exactly, to the world. Exactly. Yeah, but you can talk, Eddie. You, Anthony, Josh. You said the fight was going to happen in June, July. So don't. You're not innocent either. So don't try it. Yeah, the fight was signed undisputed. It signed what? It weren't signed bare knuckle. You've got question mark. You're a good kid. Yeah, don't let me play with Luke. Are they talking about Star? I like Star Wars as well. Don't let me play with me, Luke. Yeah. I'll slap that bald head and you'll do nothing, waste man. What? Andy Joshua has got a whole new fans after that joint. They like the way he come across. You know what I mean? He got a whole new fan base after talking greasy like that. For real, man. Bob was pissed that Eddie didn't bid. Yeah, of course he did. Yeah, he was pissed about that. Yes, that's the whole thing. Car crash TV. Yeah. Crash, 100%, man. This is what boxing's become. WWE, man. It's played out like that, right? It's played out like WWE, innit? Good gosh. Fury, look at this guy. You and Frank Warren and Bob Bryan played Eddie Hearn for a violin, and they've left Eddie Hearn with hair like Bob Arum. He's gonna have to get a toupee. You know what? Hair transplant to put back in his hair that he's lost over this thing. He's shedding hair every minute. Like we're talking right now, like a dog, mate. I'm telling you. Damn, son. EJ Boxing Live got a point, yeah. Floyd fighting Logan Paul, yeah. And Manny was fighting Errol Spence. Oh yeah, man. That's what's going on right now. Ain't that a sham? But who's making? You know the funny thing? Who's making more money though? Huh? I think Floyd and that Logan Paul, they're gonna make more money though. It's a payday. It's a payday. You know. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. I know you want payday. You want payday. That's Canelo, bro. You want payday. You know what's funny thing about it, yeah? They practiced that joke before. I go, when he talks, right, this is like, look, Eddie's got, look, when he comes over, Booba Andrade is going to come over after the press conference, right? So when he comes over, look, be respectful, be respectful. I know, I'm trying to go, well, what you Eddie? What do you think I should say? Look, he's going to ask for a fight, and just make it short. He wants a payday. Just say, let's acknowledge he wants a payday. He want payday? Yeah, he wants a payday. Oh, I got it. It was payday. Okay. So Booba comes, yo, Canelo. Yeah, I know I've been watching you for a while. He goes, I know. It was scripted like the WWE. And he goes, yeah, how you think, I'll be happy with me, you go fight. You want payday? You want payday? Shit. I know. And then he said, because he didn't know other words, he said, fuck, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. I beat your ass now. I think, and then dude was like, what? Yo, bro. Yo, shit was crazy. That shit was fire, bro. Yo, so that's funny. Let's go back to Eddie Hearn getting effed up. Eddie, you effed up Wilder for the longest. You played Wilder for years. And a boy from Alabama hasn't got no money. Where's he getting the money from? He ain't got no money. We're giving you your biggest ever pay. Bruv, you see all that stuff, Eddie? You see all that stuff you did to Wilder? Frank Warren, Bob Arum did you like you did Wilder? How about them apples? And you know the funny thing? Everyone's got to come see Wilder. Everyone's got to come see Deontay Wilder, and nothing's really changed because Deontay Wilder still has his claws in the WCW. I was going to say WCW. Wrestling, WWE wrestling. Oh my God, I'm making myself. WCW championship. You know they say W are on the wrestling. They still got their hands on, or he still got his hands on the WCBC belt. He still got the hands on the WBC belt, bruv, my friend. Still has his hands on the WBC belt. You still need to go see Wilder, because Wilder was the one who gave Fury the opportunity, right? Gave him the voluntary opportunity on the first one and the second one. If you beat him, you'd have to see him in a rematch. So everyone knew that if Wilder would have won the fight against Fury, he wouldn't have gave Fury a rematch. Or maybe he would have, Wilder's that type of guy. He's very generous. He gave Ortiz a beatdown after you messed up Luis Ortiz's good, clean record. When Luis Ortiz came to sign with you to try and fight Anthony Joshua, what did you do to him? What did you do to Luis Ortiz, my friend? You put him against fights to make him look bad, and now you killed him. You did this. You're doing the same thing with Alexander Usyk. Put him on TV against fights that he made him look terrible, stylistically. And now you're stressed. And this is why Eddie Hearn's stressed more. That's why he's losing here, because he has to fight Alexander Usyk. His prized possessor, Anthony Joshua, has to fight Alexander Usyk in the most toughest fight of his career since Vladimir Klitschko. You really think they wanted that fight? If they really wanted that fight, they would have took that ages ago. They don't want to fight Alexander Usyk. Now they're forced into the situation. Because remember before, Eddie was talking about vacating the belt, right? Well, we don't have to fight Usyk. We're thinking about vacating the belt and letting Joe Joyce and Alonzo Usyk fight for the belt, and then we might fight for it. Remember, they were talking about that. They would now. You ain't even got that opportunity now. Now you have to fight Usyk. You couldn't vacate the belt now. How's that gonna look? How's that gonna make Joshua look weak? And you can't do that. You can't do that. You can't vacate the belt. Maybe you could have vacated it and got away with it then before, but you can't get away with it now. That's cash money-ish, yeah. Now you are absolutely screwed. And Frank Warren and Bob Arum are laughing, and this is why I got their picture. And Tyson Fury, they're laughing because Tyson's got the easier fight. It's like, I beat him already. I'll whip Wilder's ass again. Not a problem. No, sir. Absolutely not a problem at all. I'll go down there and beat the big dosser, and then I'll get AJ. Then I'll beat Thing. And the way Wilder's looking, Wilder don't look very confident. Then Wilder might be surprised. Wilder might surprise people, though. He might surprise, but I don't see Wilder gets his confidence from him. His confidence got severely wrecked. But Eddie Hearn, you're in shock system, because now your number one prize asset for Matchroom, your number one key maker, money maker, is going to be on the clock. He's on the clock right now with the Brinsky. If I was AJ, that fight goes in Saudi Arabia. That fight should be in Saudi Arabia. Drag Usyk from the European down in, where's it, Lithuania or whatever. Where's it good? The Ukraine, right? Drag him from the Ukraine into Saudi Arabia with that hot weather. And, that's the best bet to beat him in that kind of climate. Let Usyk go. But Usyk's well-traveled. Even when he was Olympian. He knows how to acclimatize everything. He'll know how to get there early. And so he's not gonna be caught off guard. That's the only way you can beat him. Usyk is to put him in Saudi Arabia where the heat is out there, bruv. That might start affecting. It might affect Joshua, but not so much. But we'll see. But that's the harder fight. And not the biggest fight that the fans want to see to be thing, but that's the hardest fight. Alexander Usyk is absolutely a dangerous opposition for Anthony Joshua, unlike Deontay Wilder. So that's why Eddie Hearn is screwed. He's asked to fight a fight he didn't want to fight because he was going to try and avoid it. And Tyson Fury and Wilder are still got their fight. So Eddie is completely messed up. He should have never listened to these guys. If you track it. What they should have did, they should have with AJ. They should have probably just vacated the WBO belt, sat back and watched and this and that. But the pandemic changed everything. Usyk don't hit that hard. No, he don't hit that hard, but he's hard to hit, bruv. You're right, Ship. Yeah, he don't hit that hard, but he's hard to hit. That's what we do know. And he's a southpaw, and he sparred Anthony Joshua and had a lot of success against him. That's a lot of people don't know in the Vladimir Klitschko camp. So that's why I said Eddie's screwed, and the grey hair, he's putting a hair transplant in his hair right now. And that's what I believe. And I ain't changing my story. How about them apples? Wow. A lot of things, man. Boxing never changed. The old guard is messing up the new guard. Eddie has been completely effed. And I tell you one thing from this, he's going to learn from this, Never again to trust people on their word and stuff like that. And never again. How about Eddie? Never again trying to block the super fights. How about you just gave Wilder the fight and let Why? See, the thing is, Eddie Hearn was ready to give Fury 50-50. parity, yeah, everything. Everything he was gonna give Fury, he wasn't gonna give Wilder. Why? Because Wilder didn't have one belt. You know what I mean? Like, why? Why wouldn't you give? Why didn't you do Wilder? Because you looked at Wilder and got scared and into. But when you look at Fury, oh, he's English. If anything, he's from the UK. We can build him. I might be able to steal him from thingy. But you had no claws into thing. But what about Andy Ruiz? Nearly killed you. Andy Ruiz nearly stripped him. See, the thing is about Anthony Joshua and boxing, you can't protect people for that long. You can't. If you you can't. It's boxing's a game that, especially in the heavyweight division, people can lose. And Eddie, who's at the top of the tree with the money maker with Canelo Alvarez and Anthony Joshua, but it could all go, and it can all go. Even though, look, he wakes up in the morning and says, "I've still got Anthony Joshua." He's probably in a nightmare thinking, "I've lost Anthony Joshua. I've lost Canelo Alvarez." It might all go, bruh. I didn't realize, it was 30 minutes, maybe behind on the stream. yeah. Don't worry about it. That's cool, bruh. Now, he might wake up, I've got a nightmare. I've lost Anthony Joshua. I've lost Canelo Alvarez. After all my hard work of stealing fighters and didn't care about Anthony Joshua until I realized he was there. He couldn't see in front of him that Anthony Joshua was bloody. I knew that when I used to come to the meetings, and not the meetings, the press conference. I could see this kid was going to be a world champion from time. A lot of that, I could see that from time. It's obvious, man. You know what I mean? Winning gold medal, this, that, the other. I mean, what more do you need to see? What more do you need to see? I mean, the problem is right now, Andy Hearn's in the thing that when he puts these guys in the fight, he thinks he's fighting. He actually thinks he's fighting. Well, you're not fighting, my friend Eddie Hearn. Frank Warren, good for Frank Warren. He'll put the fights in that the fights want to see, the fans want to see, and get money, because that's what Frank Warren does. Now, Eddie does a good job of making fighters most money, but memorable fights, not so. This fight with Usyk is going to be a classic with Anthony Joshua, and it's going to test a lot of what Anthony Joshua is about. The Tyson Fury fight, most people think he's just going to go in there, blow Wilder, but it's all about Wilder has the X factor. Yeah, he has that power to put Fury down, but Fury's like, well, he's put me down before, and I've got up, so I don't see any difference. Well, this time, Fury, Wilder is a wild dog. You've upset him. He believes that you drugged him. I don't know. Wilder's talking reckless. He believed the referee was drunk, Kenny Bayless. He believed that his corner man spiked his water. He believed that you done him with the gloves, and he's got miles of excuses coming in. Yeah, he's coming in. He said you had something in your hands, egg weight to break his skull. I don't know if all this stuff, Wilder believes. I don't necessarily believe it, but he believes it. And he believes that you did him. Now, imagine that, Imagine you believe someone robbed your house. You couldn't prove it, but you believe they robbed your house. What do you think you'll do to that person if you believe they robbed your house? Huh? You'd put an absolute whoop down on that person if you believe they robbed your house. Now, in your mind, you believed it, and I don't know the proof. I don't know how Fury's going to prove that he didn't, but Wilder believes he did. Now, what kind of wild dog are you going to get come when you fight him? And the venue's already got. They've already got the venue. Bob Arum's already got the venue set, done, banked in Vegas, ready to go. He's ready to go, bro. Wilder's night, redemption night, always going to be, redemption or repeat. That's what this is going to be. It's going to either be a redemption for Wilder, or it's going to be a repeat for Tyson Fury. As simple as that. And I'm looking forward to the third fight, unlike everyone else. In fact, I want to see this fight more than AJ and Tyson Fury fight. That fight, to me, it was a But the winner of that fight and the winner of Usyk might be the champion. Usyk might be Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua got to fight him in a rematch. So the heavyweight championship won't be resolved until 2023, probably. That's the possibility. If Usyk wins, and he's got a good chance. So what about if Wilder wins? Fury ain't never gonna get. You go no shot. What's a play, man? No chance, like Man said. No chance. Let me play that tune. You ain't gonna get no chance at all, bro. You ain't gonna get no shot, bruv. Nothing. You ain't gonna get no shot, at that belt. I'll tell you that for free, bruv. Where is it? Here we go. Play this song in here. No chances. That's what you got. Time. That's what the Tyson Fury ain't gonna get no chance after the no chance to get a shot if Wilder wins. No chance. No chance at all, bro. Trust me, bro. He ain't gonna get no chance. If Wilder gets his bet back, you ain't seeing Wilder give Tyson Fury no shot, no more. All roles, yeah. Wilder's gonna hold on to his belt, hold on to what he had, and defend the belt until the cows come home. And if the unified fight fights, so be it. If it doesn't, we ain't interested. Because because the way Eddie Hearn conducted himself in that first negotiation, Wilder didn't give a shit. So Wilder went to fight Fury, and that's how that thing. He resurrected Fury. But let me tell you something: Wilder's going to be the same one to put Fury back into the ground. How about them apples? As he resurrects him, he gonna put him back into the ground where he found him. There gonna be no more Fury, and then Eddie Hearn gonna have to see Deontay Wilder across the river. See him. And Eddie Hearn said this. He goes, I messed up. I messed up that fight, Maybe I was playing a bit hardball. I should have probably done that fight. Because he looks at Wilder and said, bro, he ain't know that. AJ could have beat him. AJ told him he could beat him. But Eddie didn't believe it. It was Eddie was the stumbling block. It was you, Eddie. You was the one who didn't believe in AJ. Oh, we need to stay with 4-4. You could have beat him, beat Wilder and been undisputed, but you didn't believe. And now you've seen Wilder get beat by Fury. Oh, AJ could have did that. Yes, AJ could have did that. AJ knew he could have did that. They could have been two undisputed fighters, and they could have been undisputed. And then you could have resurrected Tyson Fury and whooped his ass. And AJ would have been undisputed, undefeated heavyweight champion of the world. But you didn't, did you? You've got losses everywhere and a whole heap of mess that you started. Yes, Eddie Hearn, Eddie Fast Car Hearn. You started this thing, mate. You brought this all thing on yourself. And all Bob Aaron is to let you understand that we're the old dogs in this game and we know how to mess you up. The sly smile of Tyson Fury looking at Eddie Hearn is like, yeah, we effed you up, mate. We sorted you out. That's what we did, right? Now Eddie Hearn has to sit back and reevaluate who you are and what you are. Your mate Coogan is being chased by Mark Tibbs. Billy Joe Saunders, is being smashed to bits like Humpty Dumpty. And you don't know what's going on. So this is what this game's turned into, right? And you've left to learn a hard lesson, my friend. Yeah, stop trying to block the big fights in boxing when you was the top man. Stop trying to do it. Stop feeding cannon fodder to these fighters. Canelo's been fighting cannon fodder, by the way. This Caleb Plant is going to be the most meaningful fight for Canelo for a while. So Canelo should win that fight, but there's no guarantees, right? So that's my rant on Eddie Hearn and his rubbish. Going back to the big fight, Errol Spence. From you, it's not good timing, my friends. Look at Manny Pacquiao's face looking at you. He looks at you like lunch, mate. Absolute dinner. Yep. Dog food dinner, whatever you want to call it. He's going to give it to you. X going to give it to you. He going to give it to you. Yeah, you're going to get that work from Manny Pacquiao, in my opinion. He's going to be busier, more faster, than he's the best opponent you ever faced. Regardless of age, Manny Pacquiao is a very healthy, strong, solid welterweight. And as you can see by the heights, there's not much in the height. Manny Pacquiao can hit, and he's going to be there. Manny Pacquiao's been out the ring for a while, but his body's ready to go. Yeah? It takes him longer to get the fight, but this is going to be Manny Pacquiao's last fight. Regardless, win or lose, I can't see him going any further. Or we can see him going to that Canelo Alvarez fight. That's the fight I'd want to see, but whether or Errol Spence wins and he goes up the weight and try the challenge for the Canelo Alvarez sweepstake. That'd be beautiful. If Errol Spence does that, but then Crawford's left in the dust. Crawford to be, I don't know what Crawford does. He's just out the picture. You know what I mean? The PVC have made this mega fight, and Crawford, you over there, you got cream crackers, Jacob cracker biscuits. You ain't got nothing over there. You gonna sit by in Bob Aaron can secure that fight. But Al Heyman secured this fight because Manny Pacquiao can see fragility in Errol Spence. That's why this fight's going to be made. I think it's great for boxing, by the way. It's great for boxing. All right, we're going to finish off on the last one. This one here. Yes, sir. The big fight this weekend. Now, I haven't done the breakdown of it, so I'm going to let you guys privy into my EJ's mindset into this mega fight. Undisputed championship of the world at 140. Last time this was the biggest fight at 140, I think it was Terence Crawford and What's his name again? The guy from where he's from again. I remember his name. Not Bundu. What is his name? African guy. You know, and he got the belt. That was undisputed. And then I think the fight before that was Chavez and Mildred Taylor. They unified the belt right there as well. That was a fight for the ages as well. Mildred Taylor was up on all points, and then Chavez got him in the last round. Richard Steele took the fight. It seemed like to everyone prematurely, you know, a bit early. But Josh Taylor in this fight, the man hasn't left Scotland or in the UK for about 4 years. You're coming over in Las Vegas. You've come over a month too late. Yeah, he should have been over here 2 months in Vegas. Now you're over there, right, training at the top ranked gym. And do you know UK broadcasters because Eddie Hearn and Top Rank are not really talking. And this fight here, it doesn't look good for Josh Taylor. I'm just going to be honest. It doesn't look good for him. He's still jet lagged. You know, I see him at the press conference trying to get in Ramirez's face. Ramirez like, well, we don't need to fight now, bro. I'll fight you in the ring. He's a gentleman. You know, boxer's gentleman. Being that yobbo and trying to get in a guy's face and yelling all that stuff doesn't do anything. You know, it doesn't do anything for Ramirez. I think the weigh-in's already happened actually. Let me see. I think the weigh-in. Is the weigh-in happening now? One sec. Because if the weigh-in's happening now. Okay, what's this? 1 second. Okay. All right. Let me see if the weigh-in. Let me see if Top Rank's on the weigh-in. Who asked for this Crawford Duck fight? Hating on Taylor. Am I hating on Taylor, Riley? You think I'm hating on Taylor? I'm just telling you the truth. He's jet lagged, bro. This is the truth. He's jet lagged. This is the truth. Yeah. Oh, he done. Hey, okay, cool. Nice one, Riley. Let me go check it out. I'll go check it out. Nice one, Riley. Thanks for the update. I'm not hating on him. If you call me hating on him, then listen. If he wins, I'm wrong in it, Riley. It's not no biggie, you know. And that's the whole thing of when you put your chin out. You can get punched off in it, Riley. You know, people might make mistakes, but I'm gonna break down what I believe in all the factors. Now, he ain't left England for 4 years. He come over a bit too late. He jet lagged. All right, here we go. So he's doing the face thing again, isn't he? He's doing it. He's in his face again, eh? Okay. All right. I'll get this up on the screen. Should I get on the? Nah, I ain't gonna get on the screen because YouTubers dread these days. They'll do you for anything. They'll just do you for anything these days. Let me see the weight. Let me see what we've got here. The weigh-in.
Of the world, 12 rounds. The winner to become the 6th male boxer to become undisputed in the 4-belt era.
Yeah. What's he weigh? Who's on the scales? Ramirez on the scales. What's he weigh?
139.6.
Woo! 39. 39.6. Coming light, boy.
39.6. Please welcome to the scale from Edinburgh, Scotland.
Scott, see? You know what I'm saying? Edinburgh, Scott, bro.
And Ring Magazine champ, Josh, the Tartan Tornado.
And Ben Davis is. I don't trust Ben Davis either. He looks still pale, man. I don't know how that weather. He looks pale. His head looks red, bruv.
139.6.
Oh, 39.6.
39.6 for Josh, the Tartan
Yeah, he needs to put stuff in his body, man. This is the hardest fight. You got Ben Davis in the corner. I don't like it, bro. Ben Davis don't know what's going on, bro. I'm telling you, I can tell you that for free. Ben Davis don't know what's going on, man. You know, he's one of them guys there. He used to be a former keeper. This is a big fight for Ben Davis to make himself known on the spot with a fighter that used to be with the McGuigans. The McGuigans are the one who selected Josh Taylor's opponents. They worked with him from the amateurs. They're the one bringing him in. So this is the first fight, biggest fight for him. And I'm telling you right now, Ben Davis, this might be two big, deep waters. Ramirez, who's going to be with Roberto Garcia, they're ready to go. Robert Garcia and them men, they didn't know what's going on. In fact, there's so much stuff going on this weekend that no one even cares about this fight here. Imagine that no one even cares about this fight. Biggest fight of the weekend. All right, here we go. Let me see what's going on. Let's see the face-to-face. They got their belts. Boy, you got the belt. Them girls, everyone's holding them championship belts. Oh, you got so many belts, man. Josh Taylor's got so many belts he can't even hold.
Ladies and gentlemen, it happens tomorrow.
There you go.
12 rounds for the undisputed junior welterweight championship of the world. From right here in Las Vegas, Nevada at the brand new Virgin Hotel and Casino. Josh the Tartan Tornado Taylor, Jose Ramirez.
They're talking now, you know. Ramirez is on it now. Are they getting face to face now? Ramirez ain't backing down today. Ramirez not backing down today. Robert Garcia's trying to get in between, trying to stop it. Now they're talking real greasy, bruv. Ben Davis is getting in. Yeah. Ramirez is up for it. Yeah. Ben Davis got in and separate that. Yeah. Ramirez is still talking, bro. Yeah, see, just chatting. Yeah. Well, Ramirez is up for it this time, innit? I don't know how many fights from I don't know how many fans from Scotland are gonna be making their way over there. You know what I'm saying? But all I know is this year, Ramirez was on it time. He was on it. He weren't backing down. That's why Ben Davis had to get in between them. We didn't have to be fair. He was the guy in the middle. Bob Arum wasn't even in the middle. He just let that thing go. I tell you what, man. They're gonna be in a fight for their lives. I'm going with Ramirez, 9th round stoppage. It might happen like Billy Joe Saunders to sit down. Now, Ben Davis, like I said to you, he's inexperienced, been in his big fights, and the strategy, he's gonna have Josh Taylor Bing. Josh Taylor, I don't think he's gonna be acclimatized well to the Vegas heat. But if he can pull that off, great him. No UK broadcaster is showing that fight. It's a shame. So we're gonna just watch on ESPN. I thought BT would have bought the fight, you know, but it seemed like they don't want to. So yeah, I got Ramirez winning the fight on them because of the circumstances. Josh Taylor fighting out of the country, not acclimatizing long enough, and I think the heat is going to be a factor in Las Vegas, and it's going to be a problem for him. You know, that's my take on that. Going back to, I said it was the last one. Caleb Plant, Canelo Alvarez. Yeah, Canelo's supposed to win that fight, but you know, Plant might upset him, man. Plant might upset him and take the belts. They could see that. He's solid at 140, 168. Canelo has been fighting a lot of UK guys. Well, he's American, but Caleb Plant's a boxer, so we have to see if that fight's actually going to be made. But most experts going to have Canelo Alvarez in that fight. But it's just one of them things. So much to talk about. So much. I think I mention them that so much to talk about. I mean, I keep switching topics. The bottom line is this fight here is being made. Manny Pacquiao, Errol Spence Jr. Hey, you guys, if you press the notification, bro, I'd appreciate so you get all my notifications so you know what's going on. Yeah, to get it early, 30 minutes. Yeah, sometimes my notifications don't be shown. No one sees I'm here. I'll be doing a live, and if like people get it like later on in the day or something like that. So you press notification bells. Give me a thumbs up. I hope you like the video. I was hoping some other guys would jump in on this breaking news, but people are busy. And it's appreciate that. I understand that. You know what I'm saying? The undisputed fight is happening, and no one seems like in boxing, no one really cares. No one really cares. Ain't that a shame? A real good, hard, undisputed championship is going to be happening tomorrow, and it seems like people don't give a ish. I do, and I'm going to be covering it. I've got a live stream ready to go. Manny Pacquiao, Errol Spence Jr. is going to be happening, and that's what the fight fans want to see. It's happening in August. It's happening soon, August 21st, 2000, and everything's happening in Nevada, Las Vegas, Nevada, and that's what the fans want to see, man. Manny Pacquiao can still Hall of Famer and all that stuff coming in. Is Spence going to be that guy to take over the throne, or Manny Pacquiao still going to retain? So repeat or revenge. That's what we want to see. I'm glad you guys came over. And like I said to you, man, I'll catch you guys tomorrow evening. Without further ado, I'll leave you with my man Eddie Hearn to talk his ish about the UK boxing. Eddie Hearn's my guy, bro. Eddie Hearn could talk a game, innit? Where is he at? Where's my man Eddie Hearn, old fast car? I feel I had Eddie Hearn. Where's my man Eddie Hearn? I had him. Or maybe I deleted it. No, I didn't. Here you go. All right, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.
Message to all the fans watching it, wish them a Merry Christmas, and also why should they watch the fight?
You should watch this fight because this is what boxing's all about. This is about putting your O on the line. This is about putting what you believe on the line. You think you can win? Step up in the big fights and let's see it. You can talk the talk, but when the lights come on and you walk out the O2 Arena into a little ring 20 foot by 20 foot to fight another man, this is the pureness of the sport. Why boxing is the greatest sport in the world bar none. Let's build the hype, let's watch the excitement, and let's see the purity of British boxing explode